Y'all ready for history?
Get started.
Welcome.
Hi.
Hello, everyone.
To the Pro Audio Suite.
These guys are professional. They're motivated.
With Text the VO stars. George Whittam, founder of Source Elements. Robert Marshall, international audio engineer. Darren Robbo Robertson and Global Voice. Andrew Peters, thanks to Tribooth. Austrian Audio, making passion heard. Source Elements. George the Tech Whittam. And Robbo and AP's international demos. To find out more about us, check theproaudiosuite.com.
Line up, ladies!
Here we go.
All right.
Lovely.
And
All right.
welcome to another
Pro Audio Suite. Thank you, Robert.
This Week brought to you by no one.
Yeah. This week
At this
brought to you
stage.
by the three of us. Because at the moment, we're between supporting sponsors of our show. And if you know anybody or a vendor or a company who you think might like to continue supporting the Pro Audio Suite, would you please let us know?
Yeah, that'd be
That would be
nice,
awesome.
actually.
Because the Pro Audio Suite would like to support them.
Yeah.
We certainly would. And some of you guys listen and watch our show. We know there's somebody out there.
We know there's lots of
Thank-
people out there, but
We're just
a
broadcasting
void.
into a giant void.
into the void.
you can tell who's got the toys and who hasn't. I haven't, obviously. But
We have them.
yeah, you have them indeed. Now, the topic for today, and this could encourage a sponsor to jump on board because what has happened is my daughter has moved out to a share house in the city, and she has a very tiny space, and she needs to set up something that's kind of permanent for her to record auditions and stuff.
Mm-hmm. By the way, we always recommend it to be as permanent as possible.
Yeah.
Not something that you cobble up and take down and put up and take down.
Yeah.
You want it to
That's
be
the sure way to
consistent.
screw it up at one point
Yeah.
or not have consistency with your sound.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So it can be consistently bad,
Well, yeah.
but at least it's
But-
consistent.
Yes.
That's not the goal.
So I'll tell you what she's got so far. This is the kit so far. She has a MicPort Pro,
Mm-hmm.
a RØDE NTG3,
Nice.
a Porta Booth,
Mhm.
the standard one, not the Pro,
Mm-hmm. The cube-shaped one.
the cube-shaped one.
Mm-hmm.
And she has, what's she got for headphones? I'm trying to remember. Oh, I think she's got a pair of, that's right. She stole a pair of my old
I was going to say, didn't
K141s.
Didn't she
I
steal
forgot
something
about
from
that.
you? She should by
Yes.
now.
I remember now. Yeah, the silver ones have gone. So she has a pair of those.
Wait a minute. You have a pair of those? Do they look like these?
Yeah, that's the 141, isn't it? No, that's not one.
140s.
Is that the 141?
These are 140s.
140s.
Yeah, might have 141s.
I have two 40s here, but the 40s are open back and the 41s are closed back. Isn't that how it goes?
I think so.
I don't know because I've got two pairs of K141s.
Those are-
K141s.
What are those? Are those 40s or
Oh, what's that?
what
240s. I have 240s.
240s? Yeah, that's what I got here. Which
Both of
which I
these are
actually
probably
think,
well over 30 years old, maybe 30
I do like the
40s.
way the 240s
Yeah.
sound, but the 240s are open back. I'm pretty sure.
They're semi-open back, so they have a fair
Is that what
amount
they
of
are?
lead. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
but they're light on the head and they sound very balanced. I think
Yeah.
I like
Mhm.
them.
I think my oldest pair are, I've got a gold pair of K141s and they are 45
40 carat.
or 46 years old
Wow.
and
Well,
still
the-
going strong.
The current edition, I think, is the 141 Mark II, I believe is what it's called. And they're black or something now.
Yeah.
Yep, they're just made out of more plastic.
Yeah, well, one of my clients put tape over the ports on the back so they wouldn't bleed as much.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's just like once you
Mm.
find something that's comfortable, you're just like, I don't want to change,
Yeah. They used to be standard kit for radio. So the first pair I was given, like when you change radio stations, they gave you headphones. So the first ones I got was in 1980. That was the city radio stations, I should say, the ones that had some money. Someone stole those. And then the second pair I got was the end of 1980. No, 81 it must have been. End of
1880.
81. So they're 45 years old anyway.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of headphones, this is totally non sequitur. Have you ever seen the headphones they use when you have an MRI? They have headphones that you can listen to music or a podcast while you're getting an MRI. Because I've never had an MRI, but I know that they're very loud.
Yeah, they are
loud
very.
machine.
I've had a few. Yes.
And so the headphones are plastic, 100%. Every single element is plastic.
Oh yeah.
And so
yeah,
they use air tubes to feed the sound from the source, wherever the source is. I don't know where they put that, but I saw
like
a
the
picture of
old
that the other
airplanes
day.
did that.
Yeah. Air tube. They had a speaker in the armrest, I guess, and then it would just
Yeah.
blast the audio up the tube.
Through the tube.
So so definitely not high fidelity. Yes. It's like, would you rather listen to or today on the so it's like that's what you're listening to during the MRI.
Yeah.
We love headphones, don't we? We forgot all about what microphone she was using.
Yeah.
The funny tube device, which is not really a tube as you would think of it, was the Cooper. I think it was the Cooper Time Cube or whatever, but it used a hose to put the sound into and delay it.
Oh, you mean
way
like
back in the 70s?
You mean like the Heil Talk Box?
Well, the Heil Talk Box was just using a tube to do the it
had a speaker.
We're not talking about audio tubes now. That was.
Wait,
the
are you
Heil
talking
Talk
about
Box,
actual tubes? Like
it's like a hose.
It was like a
pipe.
garden hose. I think they literally practically used like a garden hose and just wound it around to create more space for the sound to go through. And that was like a very early like slap delay kind of thing. That had a very unique sound that, of course, I believe UA was like, we have to do the analog model of this thing because
yeah that's pretty cool.
I think we drifted off topic anyway. So as per usual,
that's what we do. What is the outcome of this? Has it been used yet?
Well, it could be both actually, because I mean, she's going to be down there, and she may have to do something. But
it's in the middle of the city. Is it going to be quiet enough from like buses?
It's actually not too bad because her room is actually kind of detached from the house.
Huh.
So it should be relatively quiet. I mean, it's still in a city, so you've got a lot of that sort of noise
going
on.
On the front of that building, right on the street.
Yeah, but she's at the back of the building, so she's off the street.
It's not next door to the fire department.
No.
So what kind of computer is she using?
She has a M1.
MacBook Air M1?
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then software, did you make her use TwistedWave or
TwistedWave, yeah.
She's in TwistedWave, okay.
And she has Source Connect.
Source Connect, yeah. She's equipped.
And is the MicPort the original barrel MicPort or the little rectangle one or the 2-channel one?
The single channel one. The MicPort Pro.
The cigar-shaped one? The original?
The original one with the light on the bottom?
No, I don't think so.
It has two cords, one for charging, one for signal.
Yeah, you need a mic cable to go between your mic and the mic port. You can't just jam the mic port right into the microphone.
Yeah, you can.
You can if you have the right mic.
Yeah.
Oh, does the NTG3, does it have a slim enough collar to plug right into it?
It does.
Yeah, they did a very good job of replicating the 416 body without getting sued for design patent infringement. Like the body is identical to a 416, but the slot design is different than the 416. It has a different looking.
But I made the blue ballpoint pen. It's not the same.
Yeah. The only mic I can't use with a CEntrance is the CC8 because the body's too thick.
Yeah.
So I've got a barrel.
It doesn't work with my Shure MV7 either.
No, I would imagine it would not. I would imagine it would not.
I wouldn't imagine that would work. No.
Well, I think the body on these CC8s is brass. I think it's brass.
Yeah, it would be.
They're pretty thick. Yeah.
Yeah.
They are thick. Yeah.
They're built like a tank.
Mm-hmm.
But it wouldn't work with like a Neumann KM184 either. Like the CC8's not unlike other small diaphragm mics that have pretty, I think the 416's unique actually in that sense.
Doesn't the KM140 have that small body?
Not on the edge.
Okay.
I can't imagine a 140 plugging straight in. Funny enough, the one mic that would be probably like a Sennheiser 421.
Oh yeah, it has a little funny little
has
XLR
a little silver kind of
stub sticking out the back of it.
Yeah, and it's just the XLR.
How about an
so that would probably plug
SM7B?
in. Definitely. Well, actually, it might work if you can get next to the SM7B would work, except for the mic mount that it's right next to.
Right. True.
Yeah.
Because the SM7B is literally just an exposed XLR. It's just.
It is. It is. It's a wire coming out.
I don't know.
And then
I'm not too sure how big the collar is on that, but it might work on a. But you'd run into so much other crap on the SM7B because it's right next to it.
Yeah, it's not my ideal pick, but yeah, I mean, what does she do when she records and sends her auditions? Anything? Just record, edit, send?
Yes, she does. And she'll, well, up until now, because she's either done stuff from a friend's place in Melbourne or here. So if she's recording, it'll be in here. But she's pretty good at sort of organizing pillows and doonas and stuff like that, just to try and control some of the reflections and whatever.
Right.
So I'm just trying to get something set up in a corner where she can go in, and it's not going to be perfect by any means, but just enough that it's not appalling. Because the trouble is, even though people go, oh, audition, don't worry, just do it on your phone. It's like, don't do it on the phone. I know they don't care, but they do care. They just say they don't care.
Although I did a commercial with a fine microphone. Fine mic. Yeah. Not so good.
It's spelled FFINE, meaning it's freaking fine.
Yeah, fucking fine mic.
Yeah.
Beep beep. Yeah, it was like, that was interesting because I was trying to, we won't say who the client was, but basically it was for a spot. And this talent was like, like those things where they find someone who's a candid person. So they didn't want to, the person was far away from any local studio. And clearly they didn't want to pay for a studio anyways. And the other person didn't want to drive 2 hours to the closest studio we could find. So it was decided that we would send them headphones and a microphone and a 2-day license for Source Connect. And when I was suggesting, look, here's a $160 Rode mic. It's going to do good. You should get that one. They're like, we ended up getting like the $60 fine mic that I believe came with a boom arm and the microphone.
Yeah.
And
probably
then
headphones.
It was just a USB mic. No, the headphones, we got $30. Actually, the headphones was pretty good. It was $30 Sonys. I was like, at least the person can keep those Sonys and they'll be actually decent headphones.
Yeah.
But the whole thing was like Amazoned over. The total was less than $100.
Oh my gosh.
That's ridiculous. Yeah.
That's the absolute.
And I was like, really? You can't.
Minimum.
Yeah, you can't splurge for an extra $60 just to. And the microphone. So I was like, okay, the gain's low. Can you turn it up? Then they turn it up, and even though the meter's not filled, it's distorting.
Clipping like crazy.
Yeah. It was clipping like internally before it even made it to the A to D converter. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was like, all right, turn it down. It was just like barely okay. It just it worked, but it was like, man.
You were gritting your teeth the whole time.
It was a little bit, but the guy had a closet. And I am glad on one thing, because I did insist on getting a boom arm because they wanted to get one of these mics that just had a desk stand. And I was like, how is this guy ever going to put it on his shelf? It won't be it's more important to get it in the right position than having the right mic.
Yeah, exactly.
So I was like, I just think we're going to be better off with some stupid boom arm that he can actually get in front of it properly than trying to stand it between his sweaters and his t-shirt.
Well, speaking of which, that was the one thing you didn't mention, actually, is what is your daughter mounting the mic to?
Yeah, it's a desk stand.
And then that's going to be sitting inside the little Porta Booth?
Yeah. Yeah.
So you have to find a place to sit the Porta Booth at the right height for her, huh?
Correct.
Yeah, I mean, with a Porta Booth, you have to go with a desk stand. You can't really use a Porta Booth with a boom arm.
No, they have a zipper in the back, and you can shove the boom arm through the back of the Porta Booth and have the mic stick through that way.
Yeah.
At least the ones I've had. Yeah.
Yeah, which is not a bad idea. That's actually a really good idea. I might get her a boom arm.
I don't know if that'll work for that setup, but you'll have to see how you're going to fit all that into that cubby. You might just be better off having a wooden shelf, just mounted at the right height and just, put it on there.
But a boom arm, the trouble is by the time you put the mic and everything in, it's going to be quite heavy and probably pull the boom arm down.
You could, yeah.
No, the boom arms should have enough strength to.
Well, Harlan even made the boom strap. He had the ABS, the adjustable boom strap. Yeah. Sometimes we call it the adjustable jock strap.
And it was this for booms that have lost like Viagra for a boom.
It's to keep your boom supported. You know what I'm saying? Keep your boom elevated. And it was a strap that hooked to the rear where the rear of this boom, and it would go down to the base.
Can we quote you? This is to keep your boom supported.
That's right. It kept your boom supported.
And now we just need something to emotionally get you into the reed.
Yes, sir. I wonder if he still sells it.
He does. He does still sell it. Yeah.
I love it, man.
This one's for your boom and this one's for your mind.
Yeah, the adjustable boom stop. Still there it is. $24.95. Keeps your boom from sagging.
It's not a bad idea, you know. Apart from that, it's not a bad idea. Like, because some of the, you know, you get these heavy microphones, hang them off a mic stand on a boom.
Yeah.
You come in the morning. And
and that's M7, Will, but the NTG3 is not a problem.
That's not a problem.
That's how it works.
There you go.
Yeah. You got to admit, that's a very simple and pretty genius design. You never have to worry about your damn boom sagging anymore.
Yeah. Who wants a saggy boom anyway?
Whew.
Exactly. Okay, so
basically no boom stand or no boom arm, but microphone on a table or on a shelf. How does she get the microphone placed well if she just has like a little short, 10-inch stand?
Well, we're just going to have to sit the booth on a shelf of some sort to get it at the right height.
Yeah.
So the mic's got to stick out the front of that anyway.
Is a Porta Booth really necessary if she's got a ton of clothes in there?
Oh, it's by her sink.
Well, it's like a little kitchenette.
Oh, I thought it was in her clothes closet.
No, that would be good.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a very small room.
And she's going to do full sessions from this setup?
I would think not.
I would hope not.
Okay.
But it's just for her to be able to audition for stuff.
Hopefully she doesn't.
Yeah. And because she gets a lot of auditions sent at really weird times now because of the time zone.
But is she mainly doing stuff recorded in studio then, in that city?
Which is really good actually. The thing about being in Melbourne is you can actually go to studios. It's just easier to go. And it's good for her because you get in front of people.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
What is the standard now in Australia, standard practice for a voice actor having a home studio? Does the home studio bill as a separate line item? Because you're a studio owner producing.
It should.
I know it should, but it doesn't. It doesn't work that way.
That ship sailed about 15 years ago when this was all getting going.
It did.
Yeah, it's probably my fault.
You think it's your fault?
Because I was helping everybody get home studios, but
why? Because you told everyone not to charge for it?
Well, no, I never told them not to charge for it.
Yeah, but no one said don't charge for it.
I just, it was such the standard that you had to have a production quality home studio. And I mean, no, it's not my fault. It's really the fault of the agents and managers, in my opinion. They should have been making sure that their talent was being compensated for their production time.
I think it's also the fault of the talent who tend to try to one up each other and find some way of like, oh, I don't charge you for the booth. Like, I'll do that gig for like, you know.
Well,
it is tricky. I mean, the thing is, if you because people are money conscious, and if you sort of go, okay, well, there's the normal rate. This is the union rate for whatever it is, blah, 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 plus X for using my studio, they would go, well, you come into us then.
I mean, in that case, if you're not going to lose the gig, you're just going to their studio, that's not a bad thing. But if you're losing the gig because you're saying, listen, my studio costs X.
It can be your choice to provide your studio. There's two aspects to it. One thing is that often the studios are also charging for the remote connection. So we used to get auditions and the agency would say only local talent because they didn't want to pay for the remote connection and they were just trying to save money and they thought all local would save money. And it did because there was no charge from the studio for the remote connection. And maybe there was no charge for if the talent was charging for the remote connection. But now what's happened is that the agencies have figured out that they can actually just require that the talent have a home studio, and they start to send auditions out that they don't say it directly, but they say things like must have a home studio. And when you read between the lines, it basically says, we will not pay for the remote studio for you.
Yeah, true.
So I've actually seen talent now who have gotten really good gigs and then decided, you know what? I'm going to go hire a local studio and I'm going to pay for that out of my own pocket because I care about the quality of this thing. It's just crazy.
I remember, in fact, I got away with it, but when I was in the States and I had to do a session for a big client that I used to work with, in fact, for about 13 years, it was all TVCs, so the money was there, and I wasn't in town, so I had to hire a studio, which I did, and they paid for it. But normally it's like, well, if you're not here and not available and you have to hire a studio, you pay for it. And that was the norm, and I managed to get away with it. But
so the norm was if you're a voice talent and you go on vacation, you pay for the studio if you have to hire a studio while on vacation.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah.
Which
I guess that's fair.
I guess that's fair.
If your budget is used to not having that, but
yeah,
it certainly is a flipping of the tables.
Yeah. But it's, and now, of course.
But she's not going to be doing, she's going to have to go to the studios. But what if she gets a remote? Is she going to go to a local studio, I guess? How far is she from you to use your studio?
Oh, she's only like hour and a half. So
if she gets a real gig, she's driving an hour and a half to
come down
do
here.
It remotely.
Or if I've got a mate, there's the guy who lives down here. He's got this studio in Melbourne, and I mean, he may, if it's not busy, let her use the studio there. But I would say 9 times out of 10, she'll be down here to do a big session.
You could hire her for a big session if you actually want to see her.
That's what it's going to come down to.
Exactly. Yes, that's right. Yeah. But I mean, eventually she's going to have to work out something where, at some point in the future where she's got a proper setup where she can do sessions from home, I guess.
Yeah, maybe it's CVOX. Who knows?
Yeah.
Might not want to admit they're sending CVOXed audio down the line, but they are.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I tell my clients all the time to leave it on unless some picky engineer goes, hey, are you using that? Can you turn it off? I just say leave it on.
It's really interesting. Like, you always pick a good engineer. And it was a guy, in fact, I'll give him a plug, Paul Shanahan, who I saw last week, actually. I popped down to their studio. This was years ago. We were doing a session and we're just doing it, getting levels and stuff. And he said, can you turn your compressor off? And it's like, how do you know I've got a compressor on? It was so mild in the settings.
Really, really subtle, huh?
But he picked it. I'm like, oh, damn, you picked that one. So, yeah.
Well, you know what? If you're looking at the
laser ears,
well, that or looking at the waveform. If you're recording actor every day, day in, day out, voiceover on the same kind of mic or the same exact mic, you will definitely notice a difference in the waveform.
Yeah,
a little compression versus not. Like I'll see it. I may not hear it at first, but I'll see it in the waveform because the transients are not quite as spiky.
Yep.
Yeah.
They're kind of they're not flat tops, but they're just sort of like
they're not nearly as spiky, and it'll sound pretty much identical. No one's really going to notice it, but an engineer peeping at the waveform is going to notice.
Yeah. No, he picked it by the sound, and that was pretty impressive.
That is impressive.
Yeah. So anyway, we haven't come to a conclusion, but I think I'm just going to have to put my thinking cap on and work out how the hell I'm going to set her up with something that's not intrusive, but doesn't have to keep being pulled down to make space.
The voiceover bodysuit.
I know what you should do. You should rig the whole thing on a shelf that's attached to a series of ropes and pulleys. And when she's not recording, she goes, pulls it up to the ceiling, and then she goes, oh, man.
Well, that was fun. Is it over?
The Pro Audio Suite, with thanks to TwistedWave and Austrian Audio. Recorded using Source Connect. Edited by Andrew Peters and mixed by Robbo. Got your own audio issues? Just ask Robbo.com. With tech support from George the Tech Whittam. Don't forget to subscribe to the show and join in the conversation on our Facebook group. To leave a comment, suggest a topic, or just say g'day, drop us a note at our website, proaudiosuite.com.